Hi everyone! Welcome to FNVI Accord. In this video series, I'll be demonstrating some of Accord's groundbreaking features, including AI integrated reporting, real-time communications, inspections, ATEX, handovers, liven up notices, punches, lost time, and more. Stay tuned to see how we can save you up to and over 20% per project cost and deliver your project in record time. Let's get started. Upon creating your account and logging into Accord, you are presented with the Dashboard Analytics page. The Dashboard page provides you with top-level overall project completion statistics. If we begin at the top of the page, we can see the total inspections, total remaining inspections, total inspections outstanding witnessing, inspections complete, and a bar chart to represent this data split by A and B completion forms/checksheets. As we scroll down the page, we can delve further into the statistics and see the A and B forms completion counts and our punch statistics. Keeping scrolling, and you'll see the exact same data, but filtered by date range criteria. In this section, you can choose to alter the date range and visually see how your project performs week by week. As you can see, our dashboard counts are 0. That's because we haven't imported any data yet. Let's go ahead, dive in and import some dummy data. Navigate to the Items Import page by using the left side menu. On this page, we can add and remove our group/filter fields. These are fields we'll want to filter our data by. The standard fields are system, subsystem, priority, and milestone. But you can add and alter these to your own liking. Once you have set up your filterable fields, it's time to start the import. So let's click the Start Wizard button to begin. A pop-up opens, which will guide us through the importing process. First, we will need to select the file we want to upload, so let's go ahead and select a file. Once we have selected a file, we will now need to select which sheet from our Excel document we want to import, and then click Next. On the next page, we'll be given the chance to select our header row and confirm by clicking Next. Here's where we'll start mapping our data to Accord's primary fields. Accord has 4 primary fields: Accord item name, Accord class name, Accord system, and Accord subsystem. We'll go ahead and map our data to Accord's columns. It's also important to note that any field prefixed with DRW will be automatically flagged as a document within the system. So make sure to update your spreadsheets and amend any document fields with the DRW prefix. Once we've mapped our columns, we'll click Next and be given the chance to review our data. On this section, we can add, remove, and update any row within the system. At this point, Accord will also notify us if we have any bad data. What is bad data? Bad data is data that contains unusual special characters that may cause issues within Accord if imported. Once we have reviewed our data, we can finish up and start the import. Accord runs asynchronously, so you will be notified in real time as your data is imported. Sit tight and wait for everything to complete. Next, we'll take a look at our imported data. Now let's take a look at our newly imported items. Accord uses the latest technology and can return results within seconds. Here we have our imported items. Remember, you can import as many spreadsheets as you like, so if your data is spread across multiple applications, you can simply bring all of that data into one place. Let's click Expand button on one of our items to see the data Accord has brought together. As you can see, we have our item details, which consists of our group/filterable fields, properties, and documentation at the top. If we scroll down, you can see location data and any photos of the item, as well as any punches, technical queries, site queries, and lost time issued against the item. Now we have our data imported, we should look at generating some work or inspections against our items. Let's navigate to the class detail page by either clicking on the class name. In this example, it is Differential Pressure Level Transmitter, or by navigating to Classes and List in the left menu. The class detail page lets you see how many items are associated with the class and how many inspections derive from this class. We can also see any properties the class has. Accord uses CFIHO's 1.5 ISO standard classifications, which allows us to provide invaluable data such as class specifications, properties, and documents required. To generate new work for this class, we will need to assign our forms. Accord provides a vast library of over 10,000 unique activities and 6,000 unique pre-built forms ready for you to use, or you can make your own. Let's find an appropriate form for our class. In the form title filter input, let's search for the word transmitter and see what forms Accord has that we can use against this class. As you can see, Accord has already found a number of forms that include transmitter within the title. Let's choose the task TA0 to a form and assign it to our class. Great! Now let's save the class and generate some work. Accord will notify us on the progress of our work generation, so we know when all work has been generated. Now our work has been generated, let's head to the inspections page to see our newly generated work. The inspection page contains all of the work we have generated for our items. We can assign, view, and inspect. You can also download any of the inspections to PDF if you're required to produce a paper copy. Let's start by viewing one of the inspections to see what data Accord provides to us. Click the Expand button on the inspection. You can view the overall inspection details, activities done, activities remaining, inspectors required, inspection history, and a preview of the inspection test record. Accord is powerful. By the simple click of a button, you can generate a complete work pack for your inspection, which includes all item data, form data, documentation, form/activity data, and any other data associated to the item. Let's assign an inspection to ourselves and then perform our first inspection. Click the person icon to display the user drop-down field. Select the user in which you wish to assign the inspection, and then click the green tick icon. That's it, the inspection has now been assigned to the user. Let's head to our assigned inspection page so we can see a list of our work ready to be inspected. The Assigned to Me inspection list page shows all of the inspections that are currently assigned to your user. You can see we have our new inspection we just assigned to ourselves. Let's go ahead and click the Inspect button to perform the inspection on our item. You can see from the top we have our item and form details along with any documentation associated with the item. Scrolling down, and you can see the item location and any photos attached. You can also upload any new photos. Confirm all of the details for each section before moving further down the page. Now let's take a look at our form activities. These activities are actions we are required to perform against the item. This form is quite simple and only requires a pass, not applicable, or fail option to be selected. If we fail an activity, Accord will provide us with the ability to raise a punch item for the failure, which can be actioned at a later date. If we cannot complete all of the activities at this moment, we can submit the inspection, which will store a partial certificate and allow us to perform the remainder of the inspection at a later date. Once the entire inspection is complete and fully witnessed, Accord will stitch together the partial certificates and provide a full complete certificate ready for handover. As we scroll down through our activities towards the end of our inspection, we are presented with the ATEX module, which will show us if any of the activities are ATEX activities and the witness list. Almost all of the time an inspection will require a witness. This section allows you to select as many witnesses as the form requires. You can modify this by editing the form within the Forms section. Once you have assigned your witnesses and confirmed all of the details above, you can submit the inspection ready for witnessing. Let's do that now, and then we'll head over to the Witnessing section by navigating to Witnessing in the left menu. The Witnessing list. Here you can see all witnessing required that is complete and outstanding. You can filter the data to view just your own outstanding witness items by using the filter boxes supplied. Let's view one of the witness items and see how to accept or reject a signature. Click the Expand button to see the full details and scroll down to the bottom to see where you'll need to accept or reject. You can see as we're scrolling, all of the inspection details we'll be accepting and signing for. Okay, let's go ahead and sign our name and click Accept to sign off the certificate. It's as simple as that. And the procedure to reject is exactly the same, but you click the reject button instead of accept. Now we've gone over importing items, generating work, performing an inspection, and accepting our outstanding witness items. Let's go ahead and view the punches to finish off our journey off some of Accord's features. Go ahead and click Punches in the left menu, then list to view any punches that have been raised. It's important to note that from this menu, you can also raise an ad hoc punch and export your punches to spreadsheet. Okay, from the punch list page, we can see all of the punches that have been raised within the system. These can either be as part of an inspection or raised manually using the ad hoc punch form. Let's view one of our punches to see the details and actions we can take. As you can see on this punch, we can have the option to click the completed button. This will move the punch into the completed state. Action buttons, states, and punch cycles can all be set up within the punch settings, so you don't have to change the way you do things. Set up your own punch cycles, buttons, and actions to suit your own way. Let's take a quick look at the punch settings. In the left menu, click the Settings menu item to open the punch settings. The first settings you see are the cycle settings. Here we can add, remove, or edit the current cycle by clicking the necessary buttons. Let's take a quick look at the other settings and move on to the reporting. Click the Form tab, and here you'll see all of the input fields available for users to enter on the ad hoc raise punch form and raising a punch during an inspection. You can add as many fields as you like. Set the field type, e.g. number, text, date, etc. Moving on to the Categories and Classes tabs, these are where you set up your punch classification and categories. You'll probably know these as Cat A, B, and C. Now we've taken a brief overview of the punch module. Let's move quickly onto handovers before finishing up. From the left menu, click Handovers, and then list to go to the Handover List page. Handovers are a great way to track the progress of batches of work/items. You can create handovers and select the scope you wish to cover, such as Subsystem 1.1 and 1.2. This would allow you to easily see visual progress of those work items being complete that are covered by the scope you selected. A progress bar with percentage complete figure makes it easy to identify which work is being finished and which work needs attention. It's data like this that can give you the power to assess problems and provide better problem resolution, leading to completing your project on time. Thanks for listening to this video series. Our next series will include AI integrated reports, a deeper look into handovers, creating handovers, and supply handover certificates. We'll also dive into Accord management, where we can look at users, user certification, scheduling, teams, and a lot more.